Mr. Travis Foster?
Yes.
I'm Sharon Burr with the CindyMackie Foundation.
Okay.
How are you?
Doing good. How you doing?
Good. Some of our board of directors are here with me.
Okay.
As you've been awarded a grant from the CindyMackie Foundation.
Oh my goodness.
A Mackey grant. Here's your award and your funding for the things that you needed for your class.
Oh yeah.
You have concert and marching band, and we're just stoked about that. And we were really stoked that we were going to get to help more than just one person, that this is going to benefit the entire band.
So much. I think about 160 total. Yeah.
So we're really glad.
Well,
we're really
so
grateful.
All right, we are with Sharon Furr. You just handed out another scholarship. I think that's 4 total stops you made today on day one.
Yes, for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Yeah. So,
Well, we did one last night.
Okay.
So this will be 5 stops, and then we have some tomorrow.
You're giving out a lot more money this year than usual, but unfortunately not for a great reason. It's just this is the last year that this will be in existence, correct?
It is. We're dissolving the foundation, and this is the big 15-year anniversary for Cindy and the baby, and 15 years that we've had the foundation going.
Have you stopped and done any math on how much money the CindyMackie Foundation has given away in that 15 years, and how many scholarships you've handed out, and if you started calculating things like how many books that's paid for and things of that nature?
Really not. We think the totals reach somewhere around $250,000, and we're just very blessed to have had great donors and great sponsors to support this all the way through these 15 years to make it beautiful for Cindy and the baby.
I say this is the last year, and I mean, in one sense it is. I mean, literally the organization will dissolve, but the impact will continue on forever, because these scholarships have touched lots of kids. I think the first ones who got them have actually graduated high school by this point, and they then carry forward the message you always tell them, which is pay this forward. We're happy to do it. We want you to do great things, but just remember at some point to pay it forward. So in that way, really that legacy never ends, and the impact never ends.
And I think that's the whole hope, isn't it? That's what Cindy was doing it before she left. That's what she was doing for children before she left. And that's what we hope we've done for her after she's been gone. And we hope that they will carry that legacy with them of Cindy.
And of her legacy, but also now I'm going to reach out and I'm going to touch
another life, or another several lives, and I am going to pay it forward.
And continue to inspire and continue to. And then I actually thought it was very apropos today that one of the presentations you made was in a music class.
Yes, it really was. And we were heavily involved in music, both Cindy and I, and it was just extraordinary to be able to give back to a band, for them, for instruments, for anything that they needed as far as performing arts. We were just heavily involved in that.
There's been a lot of work. I mean, you did fundraisers. You mentioned you had some very generous donors, but you did fundraisers, you did auctions, you did all kind of things over the years to raise money. And I think you said probably in excess of $250,000 has been given toward student scholarships, toward upgrading libraries, buying books, just all things related to education and the fine arts and things of that nature. So when you look back in a couple of years, what do you want the lasting, I guess, legacy of this 15 years of work to be?
I want to be able to see Cindy and what she's been able to inspire in others, even though she's not here. I want to turn around and look and see a kindergartner that was given an opportunity to do something amazing and extraordinary as a baby child, become an adult, and that come out in them, a part of Cindy, that to be shown and shared in the world, because they can be anything they want to be. Your composure.
Okay. When you think about what this room was in circa 2008-9, before the CindyMackie Foundation began, and opposed to what it is now, how can you even quantify the difference? That's got to be hard to do, because it was just a plain room. I mean, basically now it's this vibrant, colorful place where kids would want to come and be and learn.
Yes, it is definitely a warm environment, an inviting place for students to come and to just kind of take their mind away from the cares of the world and dive into a good book and enjoy learning and discovering and taking adventures through those books. So it is a tremendous difference. And when you see a child that comes in and they are engrossed in reading and they are immersed in those words, and you can just see their face light up when maybe an adventure happens or something that is maybe touching their heart, and they can connect to that text. It is such a joy to see them expanding, growing in their understanding of the world and things around them, or just creating a story of their own and how that connects to their lives. Through literature, we can really expound upon our lives and connect with others, connect to the characters, connect to the settings, and it really changes their perspective when they have books to enjoy and to learn and grow from.
If you remember, how many grants have you gotten from CindyMackie? And you've just gotten another one, and unfortunately it will be the last one because the foundation is going to shutter. But can you tell me what you plan to do with that last gift?
Well, this gift is another special adventure for our students, because we are going to take our last grant and focus on Mackie, and remember Mackie as that child that would have wanted to be read to, and how she was immersed with family and friends and loved ones who read to her. And we think through the eyes of Mackie to the children that we have at our school. And maybe some of those children do not have the opportunity to have someone reading to them at home. So this is going to be Mackie readers that are going to come in and read to our students, volunteers that can come and sit down with a child one-on-one, take a little bag of activities and a book and expand upon that story, talk about that story, read together, read to them, read with them, and read by them, so that it is that experience that Mackie would have had as a child growing up. So we really wanted to honor her and every child that comes through the door that may not have that environment of someone to read to them at home. So this is super special for us that we can also share the story with our volunteers, to share that love and the gift of reading with others.
So unfortunately, this is going to be the last year that they're handing out the scholarships through the CindyMackie Foundation. You've been very blessed to get them 3 years in a row.
Absolutely.
What does it mean to you to be part of the last class, I guess, of
Oh my goodness.
of this charity?
It is truly an honor. I have no words, first of all, because I'm stunned, but to think that I felt like a nobody about 3 years ago, and this foundation has really helped me achieve my dreams, and I'm able to pass it along to other students. I think my biggest thing is, look what God can do. He can just take the least of these and make you feel, somebody, and bless you beyond what you could ever think or imagine.
You're now at Winthrop. You started off at Newberry College.
That's right.
And of course, that's where Cindy taught. I mean, I think she chaired the
right.
English department there. So that's interesting that you kind of ended up
It
in the
is.
place where she was.
Absolutely. It was definitely not planned. I actually started out in music education, but just honestly through prayer and many processes, I've ended up at Winthrop University, and so I met a really great group of people there, but it was definitely, like I said, it was not planned, but they're helping me to achieve graduation time and more along the lines of the course study that I'm interested in, so it's been really, really great.
And one thing that Sharon always stresses is that she wants people to pay this forward. Now you've already done that. You gave a portion of one of your previous scholarships to I think you said a children's library, correct?
That's right.
In Newberry.
That's right.
And in what ways would you want to continue to do that? And beyond just, giving the money and
Sure.
things like that.
One thing that I have to keep in mind, because I do teach now, I teach music. One thing that I like to keep in mind is that my students are going to rely on me as an educator to know what they need to help support them in their education. So in this, it's just showing me, people do see your hard work. Just continue to work hard, achieve what you feel like that God has put in front of you to do, and that way you can be better prepared for your students and for those that you reach, being just well informed, well educated, and learning to know other people. That's been a very big part of my journey. So